Alrighty guys, I can't help myself, I'm going to make a third hammer today. So that's what I mean by how much I cut out of that bit of pipe. I cut that out before, so I'm going to get ready to squeeze this in. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do, but I think what I'm going to do is make a hammer with a really long bit of rod on it or something like that, so I can get deep into lots of areas likes of this from in here, because you can't get in close because of all the bracing. I'm going to make something that can try and get into these sorts of areas and behind things. So I'm going to try and put a real big long bit of rod or something on here. I may not use this piece because I've actually got that as my bending stick for bending bits of sheet metal over. I'm just using that as a bit of an idea for length. So I'm trying to find something else that I can use. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'll do a bit more, and I'll try and make a bit of a video as I'm going through stages with this and welding and bits and pieces. Alrighty, I'll see you shortly. Right, so I've just ground out where I cut that before and twisted it together and got my shape. Now I've ground this out so I can weld this in and get a nice, good, strong bond through there again. So I'll do that, and I'll give you a quick shot, and then I'll start working out what I'm going to weld onto it. Alrighty, I'll be back shortly. Right, I've got this welded, so you can see I've got that nice, good heavy bead through there. So now I can clean that up and grind it up and whatever, and I can figure out what I'm going to weld to it. So I'll do a bit more and we'll come back to it. Right, back again. Now this is what I've chosen to weld on here. It's probably pretty extreme overkill, but it's an old tyre iron or tyre wheel nut lever, what do you want to call it. I had a couple of three of them floating around and I thought, yeah, that'll do. So I put a couple of slices in here just to try and get a bit of a bend because I haven't really anything hot enough to heat and bend this successfully. Panel steel, yes, I've got a little butane to it, but it hasn't got enough grunt to bend this big piece of bar. So I put did a couple of slices in this with cutting disc and bent it. Now I've just gone in there with a grinder and just ground it in so I can get a decent, good hot weld in there, make it nice and strong again. And I've just beveled the end of this off. So I'm going to weld that onto here. And I may end up shortening this. I left it nice and long so I can determine what length I want it when I actually figure out, how deep I need it to get into some of these bits, and like so the front guards, they've got those big deep pieces, like to try and get into some of the corners and bits and pieces. That's sort of why I'm making this. Thought why not? And what I'll do is I'll probably put like a little short end and a maybe something on the other end, just so I can hit against if I need a bit extra whack, if like I can hold it in there with a handle and actually give it a bout from the other side with another hammer or something. So that's what I'll do. I'll weld that on there and weld these up. I'll weld these up first and then I'll tack that on there, or I might tack it on then weld them up, I don't know, we'll figure that out as we go. So we'll carry on, we'll do some more. Alright, as you can see, this is hot off the press. So I've got those cuts all welded up. I welded them that way and then ground both edges out again and welded it around a bit further on each side. And I've given this plenty of welding around here. It's not really point really saying the other side pretty much the same. I laid a good bead around there first, and then I went back over top of it and just ran it backwards and forwards and gave it a bit of strength up into the edge of it instead of just welding it just on that one contact point. Made a nice big thick. I may even go over it again and add a bit more material in there that I can grind back and clean up. So we're getting there. So it doesn't take long to make them. It's actually pretty quick. So I'll carry on, do a bit more, and we'll get a bit further on. Righty, back again. So it's a pretty wild looking creation. What I actually did is I took the other end of this and welded it on there, and I actually put a nut in there and welded it, filled that full of weld. So that'll give me something to whack against if I need to, you know, if I can hold that in the place and I can't get quite enough force, at least I can get it like just a normal engineer's hammer or something like that and just bang it on the end of it. Give it something sort of I can whack against. Maybe to get into funny little areas. I'm probably going to end up shortening this, but we'll see how we go. So I'll clean this all up now with me with a hard disc in the grinder, and then I'll put the this one on here, and I'll go around and make it all nice and clean and smooth, and then I'll make a handle, I guess. Alrighty, I'll probably just do another little short bit when I've got all the handle made and everything like that. So, see you later. Cheers.